Hello, Missouri Mersham, and I got it out of a bag of seconds, and I am not too for sure on the bottom of it, as you can see here. And then some black Cavendish, black raspberry. Now you get real strong raspberry taste, as a black raspberry would taste, and also the taste is very light, but you know it's an aromatic. This is not my first time smoking this. I've smoked it quite a few times to try to get a bit of a idea on what was happening with the tobacco. It is all straight Cavendish, black Cavendish. Well, I'm gonna commence to light her up and take this here pipe on its maiden voyage. Lights up pretty well on the char light. I've let it sit out for about 30 minutes. For a second, this little pipe smokes pretty well as well. Well, it wasn't windy a few minutes ago. Hey, Joe. Yeah, it is a nice day. Yeah, it wasn't windy a few minutes ago. That's why I decided to come out and do a video. Now, with this with this tobacco, you you don't lose the cherry flavor. Not the cherry flavor. I'm so used to smoking cherry. You don't lose the black raspberry flavor, and it's a Cornell and Deal tobacco. You get a bit of a tarty taste, almost like a raspberry tart kind of cream taste a little bit with it, but it has no vanilla in it. I say this would be a lovely smoke after. And on the retrohale, it's like the smell of a nice warm pie, a real confectionist taste. I'm going to room note because the discovery of Madison being pregnant and all, I'm not really smoked inside. But I will say the room note, for what I could tell from when I was, it was pretty decent to light. I mean, Even Madison said before we knew that she was pregnant at Smith to the room note. Not bad at all. I'm drinking tonight with this. I'm drinking me some wonderful, wonderful pumpkin spice cappuccino. Delicious. I got quite a few new cobs that I got in the grab bag of seconds from Missouri Meerschaum themselves, is where I ordered it from. And it was pretty good, pretty good. There's only been a small handful of cobs I've actually really been crazy about, and this one right here, it seems to be pretty decent. You might have a different type tonight on this video. Sun's just went down a little bit ago, but I am using a brand new tripod. Now I do know that Cherry on Top had suggested to me, and there's a new guy that had just subbed to me too recently, and uh, I cannot remember this gentleman's name, but he's one of the newer people that decided to follow me, and they both suggested that either I stack up books or hit some of the flea markets or like Goodwills and stuff. And that this tripod I found at Walmart on sale because it was clearancing them out, and so I picked it up for I think a little bit of maybe $9-10 when originally there was almost about $30. So I done pretty good in that department. And I hope the angle you're seeing me from is pretty decent. This being aromatic like it was, because it was pretty moist coming out of the bag that it was in. I was afraid that I get some gargling, and stuff, kind of like how sometimes aromatics are prone to do sometimes, especially if you don't let them air out. Are pretty a real smooth smoke, I'd say. Hey, buddy, I can't figure out to begin how to pronounce your name, but I ask for your forgiveness. But I'm going to I think I saw the name Gabriel or Gabriel. Just in case I didn't pronounce it right, I ask forgiveness, but I'd like to say thank you for saying hello. Appears to be a pretty decent night tonight. Having a little I can be out behind the building and still pick up on the Wi-Fi signal, but sometimes when you're on the porch, I have trouble. Go figure. Sorry for any signal interruptions. I will say I think I'm hotness. I'd hate to have a burnout on a brand new pipe. So far, luckily, thankfully, I've not had a burnout at all pipes, and I'm thankful for that. Now, I just like to say and give a few shout outs to some people. Not because I have to, but because I want to. There's been a few people. There's been a few people that I've watched that these other people are the reasons why I decided to go on the hunt for a bag of Missouri. I first seen them when I was watching Mr. Justin Taylor. And if you ain't had a chance to check out his channel, go check him out. He's a pretty good guy. And he's a God fearing man. And also, I've seen, I'm sorry, I try to think sometimes. I had a dozen names in my head, and all of a sudden I just went and apologized. But sometimes happens to me. Sometimes when I'm a good presentation and then my mind just goes, whoa. So I apologize for that. I've seen some of these on Ghost Cobb's channel before. I've also seen, and he's a good guy. Go check him out. If you ain't never heard of Find Five Friday, well, you need to check out his channel because if you want to know who's new in the YTPC, he's the guy you check out because any one of his channels that say Find Five Friday will always tell you who the newest people are and everything in the YTPC and everything. And I've even also seen a bag of seconds be presented on, I think, Old Berg one time done a bag of Missouri some seconds, I think, a while. And there's also quite a few others out there, but those are the names that seem to come to mind first. Like I said, I'm horrible at remembering. I had a ton of names at the top of my head. And also, as I normally do, I don't never write nothing down and everything because I like to give you all the best of me and the very best I can of me. And I like to keep it real. So you're getting the real me. I'd like to say thank you to the view. I could tell where I was chooching a little too hard on it there. Now that I let off on it a little bit and took in a little bit of it, it maintains its black raspberry. Gabriel, had to be able to pronounce your name right. Last thing I want to do is offend somebody. There goes with apologize for that. Also, I love watching the Bremen pipe smoker. Um, Mark, the Bremen pipe smoker. He's a pretty good one too. He's one of the first few I started out watching on the YTPC. He's also one that gifted me my very first briar pipe ever that I whenever I'm doing videos, unless I put it. But he made that himself. You also got the Portland pipe smoker. Pardon me for a second. But Portland pipe smoker, he's a good one to watch. One thing I like about him and the Bremen pipe smoker is they take you places. It's like you're on a virtual field trip with them around their local areas, which that's always pretty cool. I know I've tried to do a little bit of that myself a few times wherever I've been at. I think the best I done though was when I was living in Kentucky and on the buses and everything, and like waiting on the buses. I think that's when I done my best, traveling little videos. I really can't do much of that around here right now because one, where I live ain't got a bus system. We're gonna check something real quick, folks. I like to say to each and every single one of you all, the fans out there that thought I was worth your time.